Hello viewers, hello CTG friends. My name's Coach Jack and I am the owner of Close the Gate Hoops, and this is CTG YouTube. You're probably wondering what CTG is. Close the Gate Hoops is a basketball training business. My goal is to be able to educate as many people as I can. I want to make an imprint on the kids I coach, make a difference in their lives and improve their lives, not only in basketball but in their life. As you can see behind me right here, we got the CTG basketball court. All right, this is where I hold training sessions. Today, our video, we're gonna break down in detail a highly skilled 1v1 game. It's between me, Jack Hummel, I'm a 6-foot point guard, I weigh about 170 pounds, against my friend Blake McCann. He's a 6'3 guard, probably about 195 pounds. I'll have to check up on him with that. Last year, as a freshman, I played at UW River Falls in the WIAC conference. This year, because of COVID and family circumstances, I'm taking classes at URock to save money. Blake currently is still at Platteville. He's going to be a junior this year if they have a basketball season. As a sophomore last year, he got great minutes, 6-man off the bench. He averaged about 9 points per game. Me personally, as a freshman, I was the backup point guard towards the end of the year. I probably only got 5 minutes a game, not a lot. But the WIAC conference is considered the best Division III conference by most in the nation. The WIAC conference is a very highly skilled and competitive league. Normally, you guys, me and Blake's one-on-one games, they end brutally bad. We're normally screaming at each other, ready to fight. But today, this one wasn't so bad. It was a little more friendly. It was still competitive. But this took an hour to shoot. We played 3 games. 3 games, okay? We did a series of 2. First one to win 2 games wins. It took an hour. That's how highly competitive our games are. We'll go 3 to 5 minutes straight with neither of us scoring because we're so locked in defensively and we're so competitive. We just want to win. I'm gonna break down every single scoring move between me and Blake. I'm also gonna break down every single great defensive stop that Blake or I had. This video is gonna come with a lot of moves, a lot of education, a lot of offensive principles, and a lot of defensive principles. There's gonna be a lot of things that you guys can get out of this, okay? You can slow the video down, you can replay. Just look at the details, you guys. The details, that's the difference between good and great. The great know every single detail on offense and defense. There's going to be details in every single video I play. All the moves, you guys, I'm gonna go over later in this video in detail, but they're all gonna be in the description as well, right down below. How these games work, guys, we do 3 dribbles, check up at either the wing, top, or wing. Today we stayed on the right wing for video purposes. The reason we do 3 dribbles, it's more game realistic, okay? I'm not a fan of one-on-one games where you're able to dribble as much as you want. Always be precise and smart with how you dribble. We always want to go towards the basket, not away. We play to 11, 1s and 2s, win by 2, make it take it. Game 1 was a struggle. Took 20 to 25 minutes between the both of us. Blake had an early 6-3 lead. I cut it back to 10-10. I get a quick shot off Blake. Luckily, it goes in. I'm up 1-0 to start the series. I continue my hot streak from game 1. Game 2, I start up 5-0. Okay, I'm hitting some tough shots, all right, and Blake's getting a little frustrated. He was always in for the next play, okay? He always thought his next shot was going in. And eventually, he did get hot in game 2, okay? I was up 5-0. I choked my 5-0 lead. Blake ended up hitting 5 threes in that game. That's why you always stay with it. Blake ties it up 1-1. It looked like I was gonna sweep him 2-0. He wasn't ready for that. Game 3 again was another 15 to 20 minute game. It was a slugfest and Blake ended up coming out on top, sadly. This stuff isn't losing friendships over, you guys. I love highly competitive games, but you don't want to lose your friends over it, okay? And everything that happens on the court doesn't go off the court. As you can see right now, you guys, I'm wearing some Close the Gate Hoops merch, okay? Links in the description below to our website, okay? We have a ton of options for t-shirts and hoodies. We actually just had a fundraiser. The rest of the proceeds are going to go to the Rock County Cancer Coalition. So please, if you're watching this video, get some merch for the fundraiser and donate. If you're interested in the Live Like Tony fundraiser, please email me. My email's down in the description below. If you want to send in your order or you have questions about what to order, okay, I'll respond back to you and you can give me your order through that. We're trying to get out this content to the public. I really believe what we do here is going to take notice. Check out our website, you guys. Follow our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube. Like the video below, guys. And thank you for watching. Let's get to it.
With a great burst jab freeze into a two-footed finish using his shoulders to protect the ball and go up strong. Blake does a great job of this down low. Here I start off the game well, guys, with a jab cross triple threat move into an outside finish relative to the defender. So it would be my left foot and my left hand. This mistimes Blake's blocking techniques. This move you're going to see right here is called a drag. I'm selling the drive. My head and shoulders are extremely low, giving myself an extra step back and more room into my shot. Right here, you guys, we got a good defensive stop by me. I'm always watching Blake's path of the ball as he's going into a shot. I see it on his left side, so I put my hand right over it. Great job by Blake right here, using only one dribble, taking 2 steps into a step back instead of the generic 1, creating more space into his jumper. Blake has another great burst, leading with his right foot into his layup, using his shoulders again to go up strong. Right here, you guys, I get another block on Blake because I'm always watching the path of his ball when he goes up into a shot. This time, again, he's trying to step back to the left, so I know his path is going to come up the left side of his body, so I'm always watching that ball to come up. I smack down on it, getting a good block. Right here, you guys, we got another path-related stop. I want you to watch my active hands as Blake steps back to the right. They're always moving, always watching the path of his shot, trying to mess up the shooter from making it. Right here, you guys, we got another good score from me off the jab cross, my favorite move. On the first initial jab, I get so low I almost fall over, so I use my hand to regain my balance. But this is how you should be attacking, extremely low every time. Here we got a good defensive stop by me, using my chest to cut off Blake, and then not leaving my feet when he does a shot fake. Shuffling my feet, hands high, not fouling, making it a tough shot. I end up getting blocked here, you guys. Blake makes a good defensive stop, but watch how active my feet are, making it challenging for him to guess where I'm going each time. Being honest with myself, this is terrible defense on Blake right here by me. I know he's a shooter. I'm giving him too much room at this point. Blake uses his favorite burst move here off the triple threat, but I do a great job of going vertical with him into his layup, not smacking down, creating a foul. I go straight up every time he's down low. Again, I want you to see where my eyes are and where my hands are into Blake's shot. My hands are always looking at his path, and Blake knows it, which is affecting his shot each time. I use my quickness on this move, you guys. Noticing Blake has a high foot, I attack that high foot, spinning to my outside and creating my shoulders, just like when Blake finishes, for extra room into my shot. Great defensive stop by Blake here, but I want you to know why. Look at where I'm stepping. I'm stepping to the side, not north-south to the basket like I should be, so it's easier for Blake to cut me off and force a tough shot. Good job by Blake here, not biting for any of my jabs, reacting quickly into my quick jumper. I need to use my dribble more wisely next time and go towards the basket, not to the side. It's all about the details, you guys. I'm telling you. Blake does a great job right here getting low position, but then he uses his shoulders to give a little bit of a nudge to get a little more room into his jumper. This is an extremely important detail when you're trying to fade away. Another focus-related defensive stop. I'm always watching Blake's path of the ball, especially when he goes to his left. I know it's coming off the left side. I have active hands. Get a tip on the ball, get a steal. Here we have one of my favorite triple threat moves called the jab freeze shield, bringing my right foot over, giving a shimmy, attacking to the left. Another extremely important detail here called an arm swipe. I use my inside hand to swipe away at Blake's arm bar, getting a little more space creation in my drive. Then I finish high off the glass, making it nearly impossible for Blake to block, which is an extremely important finish for guards. Mr. Fundamentals over here has a great up and under move. Okay, he's taking his time, he's not rushing, he's being patient, which is exactly what you should be when you're in the paint. This is pretty good D. I'm using my chest to cut Blake off, but again, he does a great job using his shoulders to go up strong, which makes it very hard to defend. Another form of the behind the back drag here, guys, using my shoulders and eyes to sell the move. I mistime the dribble, but I still get a wide open shot because of it. I missed this shot right here, you guys, but I want you to understand why I put it in. Notice my toes when I go into my shot. My whole foot's never on the ground, creating a much quicker shot. This is what all the NBA players use. I then use the exact same move next possession, and again, because my toes are the only thing that touch the ground, my shot's too quick for Blake to get to it. Here's one of my favorite ISO moves whenever a longer defender's guarding you. It's called the bump off, okay? It's like a step back, but you do an inside out with your last dribble, doing motion steps, taking 2 with 1 dribble, creating much more space into your shot instead of a step back. Another classic old man move by Blake. Does a great job getting low position and going up with his shoulders square. Here's one of the best triple threat moves you can do, guys. It's called a go move. You load your strong foot, which is my back foot back, as you can see here, and explode to the left. Then I use a great job using my arm swipe with my offhand to get in front of Blake and get him in jail. Notice how low the ball gets when I'm doing these triple threat moves. I'm protecting the ball each time. Blake does a great job cutting me off after my initial move. His length's too much for me to shoot over. Not much you can do about this shot right here if you're Blake. Game 1-0. I did a great job trying to get my shot off as quickly as I possibly could, giving myself a chance. Your goal as a defender should be to force the toughest shot. Blake does a great job of this right here. This is just a ridiculously tough shot. High IQ basketball players know how to get their shot off. First, notice how low I am on my triple threat. Then I notice that Blake's hand is not up. So I immediately get on my toes for my shot for a quick release. Here, Blake does a great job again of playing defense and cutting me off. But I do a great job of using my shoulders to fade away and still get my shot off, giving me a chance to make it. Blake here again has one of the best triple threat moves you can do. A go move off your strong foot and explode to the left. He does a great job here, you guys, of spinning north-south. Notice how he doesn't spin to the side. He spins towards the basket, giving himself a layup instead of a jumper. Blake has a nice jumper here using his jab to create space. I, as a defender, do a great job, guys, and you should do this every time, putting your hand right in the middle of the shooter's face, making them feel your presence. Uh-oh. Was up 5-0 to start this game. Blake does a great job using jab to create space again. He's starting to get hot from 3. Blake hits another 3 off the jab. As a defender, I have to recognize this and make an adjustment on the next play, which I do. This right here is why having a jump shot in your mid-range is so effective. Blake does a great job of hanging in the air, turning his shoulders into a shot. Blake got hot. Choked a 5-0 lead. Got to get to the next play. Blake does a great job staying with it, watching the next one go through the hoop. Another explosive burst triple threat move from Blake into his old man finish using his shoulders to protect his shot. I'm telling you, this is an extremely effective finish for longer and stronger guards. Here, you guys, I forced Blake into a tougher shot. Normally, you never want to jump on shot fakes, but in one-on-one, I know he has to shoot this ball, so I jump at his step back, forcing a tougher shot, moving forward. You always want to force the tougher shot. That's your goal as a defender. Another burst triple threat move from Blake. Does a nice job elevating it on his pull-up. I can't get near the ball to block it. Watch my strong foot here, you guys, as I'm always tapping it into my triple threat move. This keeps the defender on edge and guessing on where I'm going. This right here is a great example of why footwork is so important. Okay, Blake does a great job stopping me here, but I still get off an open shot because I have the footwork to spin around on my off foot and shoot. This right here is one of my favorite finishes on longer defenders like Blake. It's called a running layup. I get the ball up as quickly as possible and I barely elevate into my shot. I run through it. I do a great job here of getting Blake in jail and then using my shoulders on the spin again to create space for a wide open shot. This is why it's awesome to analyze one-on-one games, you guys. This is terrible defense by me. I gotta be closer to Blake as a shooter. If you've been watching this whole video, you've probably been noticing how well me and Blake protect the ball into our triple threat. And then this next part I thought was hilarious. Listen to Blake's noise. Again, another example of why a jumper's so important. Blake does a great job of elevating here, turning his shoulders in the air to get off his shot. This is a pretty highly skilled move by Blake right here. I just do a great job of always keeping my feet active, closing out as close as possible to him each time, and then just keep my hands up, never follow a jump shooter. Again, another great example of protecting the ball on our triple threat, you guys. Never having the ball right in front of our defender for an easy steal. We protect it on the side of our hip. Again, I do a great job here of cutting Blake off into a shot. He just hits a tough shot and again elevates over me with his jumper. Blake has a great counter move right here, but notice the detail in this. His foot's in front of mine, which is what gets me in jail. That's extremely important as you're trying to counter from your initial move. Pay close attention here, guys. My feet, they never stop moving, okay? They're off the ground always. That's why I was able to react so quickly, and then I don't foul him. I get right up next to him to scare the shooter, but I never touch them. What's this move right here called, you guys? I really hope you said go move, because I've talked about that at least 5 times. Great move, Blake. I do a great job here of jabbing you guys. My feet are always moving. Blake's always guessing where I'm going to go. He does a great job of active feet and cutting me off each time into my drive, forcing a very tough shot. This is one of Blake's only mishaps on offense here. He does a poor job of using his dribbles wisely. He dribbles sideways for each of his 3 dribbles, and then notice how I'm always watching the path of his ball, forcing an extremely tough shot. This is why everyone needs a jumper. Blake does a great job of elevating and then using his shoulders to move backwards to create more space for an open jumper. I do a great job here of not giving up on the play. I mishandle the dribble, sprint after the ball, and again, do a great job of elevating and turning in the air into my jumper, creating an open shot. Must-have finish for guards right here, especially on longer defenders. This is called an extended finish, okay? It's basically like a hook shot, but into your layup. It's all about the details. Right here after my jab cross triple threat move, my eyes go up towards the rim, which is what makes Blake think for a second as I get by him into another extended finish, making it impossible for Blake to block. Another great example on defense, face guarding every single time a shot goes up from an offensive player. Okay, Blake has a great initial move here. I cut him off. Look where my hand is. Right in his face, making it a tough shot for him to shoot. By far my most used finish on Blake. Look at this. Fully extended all the way to the side of my body. Blake cannot block that. As a defender, I cannot let Blake get this low. He does a great job, uses an old man game, going up strong with his shoulders square every single time. We call this the Nagobi right here. Blake does a great job of not dipping. He just elevates over me into a shot. Game.